Hello, my name is Sabine Lazo. I'm showing Just Plain English. His bar name is Jay, and I won the Novice Youth 13 Under Showmanship. Jay is very sweet and he's very laid back. I have not shown him, this is my third show with Jay, and I've only been riding him for about a month. He's just quiet, he's sweet, occasionally very lazy, but he's a good boy. My original horse, Chex Blue Eyed Affair, injured himself with a knee infection about a month before World Show, and he's recovering, but he's not recovered enough. My goals for coming to World Show was, first off, not to fall off in any classes or in the warm-up pins. So far, so good. And to get top 10 in all my classes. So far, so good. We rode, me and my friend Becca Summer, we rode almost every day. And we rode without stirrups. We practiced showmanship every day. As soon as school let out, we were out there for about 3 hours every day. And since my mom's a horse trainer, even before we got Jay, I was always riding at least 2 or 3 horses every day, some days 4 or 5. The part of the pattern, the showmanship pattern that I liked best was the square turns, because that was the thing that we could plus. It wasn't just all correctness. That was something that you could really show off to the judges how well you worked with your horse. And the only sad part was, with Jay, he hadn't had much practice, so you went around those turns and he would like to throw his head in the air. So in the weeks before World Show, we were just schooling 30 minutes of showmanship every day, running around, getting hot and sweaty, and it worked. What I love about the paints the most is that they're so versatile, they do everything, and the community that you show in is so welcoming. There's so many opportunities. If you want them, they're there. Like, I ran for secretary, and I've been national director, but I've never run for an actual office position, and I actually made it. And I just love that there's so many opportunities that aren't just exclusive to the top riders. You don't have to have a ton of money to be competitive. I think that the #1 thing that I've learned is that service is first in leadership. You don't need to be thinking about how to advance yourself. You need to be thinking how to advance the breed as a whole. And it doesn't work if you're just trying to make the people who already do well do better. You have to get those who are just barely involved in APHA really involved before you can worry about the ones who are already involved. I've won $900 in scholarships so far, with reserve and seat equitation and grand champion or world champion in showmanship. It's always nice to have a big check hanging on your wall. And it also means that I'm getting something out of paints that I've never been able to get out before. Before this year, I had never won any scholarship money at all. And I think with this, it brings it over $2,000 that I've won already this year. I'm really not sure. I'm thinking either something in media when I grow up, such as journalist or an anchor, news anchor, or something along the lines of a genetic scientist, a genetic engineer, or just a promoter for genetic sciences, because I really enjoy public speaking. Giving interviews like these are very helpful in any future career, I think, because it also gives you the confidence just in general to do a lot of stuff that I wouldn't normally be able to do. I'm not naturally that confident, but paints, through showing, and paints in particular, because they're just so welcoming and you don't feel that much pressure, I've been able to really get a bunch of confidence that I think helps you set you apart in any circumstance, especially jobs. I would say that whatever you put in, you get out. So if you want to win, you need to put in enough. Like, I broke my foot a few months before World Show, and I had a choice of not coming to World Show or coming to World Show. And it took me a week or so to decide, and I was like, I've already been through the whole horse thing, I'm gonna get it through this. So I went through with it, and there were a lot of times where my foot hurt, I was tired, I just wanted to stop riding for the day, just call it a day. And then I was thinking, in athletics, they teach us this one motto, is that no matter where you are, what you're doing, there's always someone that is practicing. And when you meet them, they're going to win. So every time I'd be like, I just want to go in, I would just think that to myself. It's like, I want to win. I want to be the one who was practicing this whole time and got to win.